Catwoman Hunted is the latest DC animated movie. Now this one's quite different from all the others because of its animation style. It's going for like an anime style, which people might not like, but it also has a Japanese director rather than their usual hired gun of they have like maybe 5 or 6 directors that they sort of sweep in and out. So, you know, like Lauren Montgomery, Sam Register, all those. So this one's completely different in terms of animation style and the director, but it's still a rather fun and enjoyable adventure. It is about Selina Kyle. She's in Spain and she's trying to rip off a vault in a mansion. However, the mansion belongs to Leviathan. They are a worldwide criminal organization that's trying to unite all the crime in the world. So it's run by Barbara Minerva this time, Cheetah, and she's trying to recruit Black Mask, so he brings over this special emerald, and Selina's trying to steal it. However, she gets interrupted by Batwoman, who has her own plan going on with Interpol, and Catwoman basically gets forced into helping them take down Leviathan and becoming like bait for them, basically. So she basically has to, you know, help them or else they'll incarcerate her, and she's got her own plan going on. So this movie is a little slow to start because we get the opening heist and a car chase. The opening credits kind of give you this sort of like classic crime thriller vibe in the vein of like Italian Job or like a Japanese crime thriller, like the ones from the 50s and 60s. And honestly, the director definitely took some influence from like Fujiko Mine. Catwoman is very great in this. The way she's written, she's very cocky, she's very confident, a little bit flirty. I really liked her portrayal in this movie, her and her cat. Also, it's interesting because the way they write the story, you get to see Catwoman interact with characters that she wouldn't usually interact with, like Batwoman, Barbara Minerva, you know, who's a Wonder Woman villain usually. A couple others, Black Mask is normal, but they don't really get to do much together. Her and Tobias Whale, you know, rivalry. So it's interesting that they use specific characters that we haven't seen her with before, but also like the strong character work for also Batwoman. They have this sort of like sisterly rivalry as they work together. Plenty of action. After the first like half hour, after we get that car chase and everything, the action like pretty much kicks up and we have like non-stop fight scenes for the rest of the movie. It feels a little bit inconsequential though because the plot is mostly action. It's just like people fighting. The stakes are rather low because they're just fighting over a gem of sorts. But the animation's pretty solid. I mean, I was on the edge of my seat for most of it because, you know, it's just mostly action, you know. I'm trying to count the action. There's the opening car chase, then there's like a fight on a roof, then there's a fight inside a warehouse, and then there's a fight on a tower, and then there's a sort of series of sub-bosses too. So there's like 6 action sequences in this book. So I definitely, not in that book. There are 6 action sequences in this movie, which I really enjoyed. Be able to borrow it from the library on Blu-ray, so the animation looks nice and crisp. The voice work is really good too. I liked all that. Overall, Catwoman Hunted is a very fleeting but very enjoyable action picture. It's just, you know, when you watch a Catwoman-centric movie, it's going to be like a heist. It's not going to be like her saving the Gotham from like a nuclear bomb or something like that. It's going to be something low stakes and, you know, stealing and stuff. And I enjoyed it overall. So I give Catwoman Hunted a 7 out of 10.